everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be recreating an old set that I did years and years ago. I am liking doing these type of videos, so let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Yes or no, should I keep recreating my old sets? I feel like it's a really good way of teaching you guys, but also seeing the improvement throughout the years that I personally make. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys learn a ton. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, we are starting off by using the acrylic brush in a size 12 from Not Polish. Along with that, I'm using their monomer as well. So I went ahead and swatched this color called Silk Scarf onto the pinky. Quickly fell in love with it, so I went ahead and added more to finish off the application on the tip. So I'm just cleaning up the sides, making sure that it is nice and smooth and the thickness that I want. Now we're taking another medium-sized bead, applying that near the cuticle, quickly working the product down, and then I just gently blend it all together. And then you want to make sure you are tucking in the sides as well. For the cuticle area, I'm taking a very small amount of acrylic, pushing that upwards into the cuticle, making sure that I'm holding the finger down so that it doesn't run into the cuticle. Otherwise, it can cause lifting, and we do not want that. Now we're going to be taking that same color and applying that with some glitter. So I'm just using a small amount right in the middle section, blending it down lightly. And because I want to recreate the picture as best as possible, we're going to be doing the ombre exactly the same. I personally like putting some nude color over top of the glitter now when I do glitter ombres. But back then, I used to love glitter popping so much better. So I'm putting a base of clear acrylic because this is loose glitter, and surprisingly I have the exact same glitter that I used back then. That set was done years ago, and I'm honestly surprised that I still have it. So I'm just very quickly applying that loose glitter, really quickly blending it upwards, and then I'm just infilling the rest of the nail, pressing that really firmly into that clear acrylic. You want to make sure that it is all grabbing on to that nail. Now we're going to be creating a very simple staple marble nail. We're going to be using white and black. I'm taking Ice Queen from Not Polish, quickly dipping it into the black acrylic, and I'm going to be laying it face down with the black underneath the white onto the nail. And then I'm just going to kind of let the black smoke out whenever I press on that white. It kind of brings it up. And then I kind of swirl it on certain areas, but I mostly do tapping motions with my marble. This is my personal preference on how to create marble. A lot of nail techs swirl it. If that's the vibe you're going for, that is completely fine. I personally feel like marble, in my way of seeing it, is there's lots of smoky areas, and then you have some deeper areas with a lot more color. So I kind of feel like this is the better way of creating that. So now I'm just taking some of that white, overlapping the darker area and kind of smoking it out just a little bit. And you can kind of see it come to life, and I feel like it looks so good. I love a good white and black marble. It just looks so classy. Again, taking white, dipping it into the black, and then placing it on the nail with the black underneath the white. And then I quickly just take my brush and start dabbing at it, moving it around, and it basically creates the marble effect on its own, honestly speaking. As you can see, it's already kind of getting that marble effect very quickly. And of course, if you have areas where you feel like it's too dark with the black or whatever color you choose, just go over it with the white or the second color that you're using. I feel like it's just pretty simple. You can kind of minimize the dark areas, lighten it up a little bit as you please. And I always recommend to do it very thinly. So then if you do mess up, of course, you can just layer on more product and fix it wherever you think it needs to be fixed. Now I'm quickly taking a little bit more black and I'm just going to be deepening up some of the areas. So right there, I chose that. And then I just take the smallest amount, whatever's left on the brush, and I kind of smoke it out a little bit. Super simple. And then we're going to be doing that on the other one as well. Now we're going to be encapsulating these nails. I basically use it on the nude just to kind of add a little bit of thickness wherever I feel it is necessary. But you absolutely, every single time, want to encapsulate glitter, marble, and ombre. So I'm just quickly adding clear to the ring finger, the middle finger, and the index. You want to protect all your nail art, so glitter can easily be filed off, so you want to make sure you add clear. The marble can absolutely get messed up if you file it over top, so you want to make sure you add clear. And then of course your ombre can also get ruined. The blend will not be as crisp, so you want to make sure you add clear. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish encapsulating these nails. Now once everything is nice and dry, I'm taking my Kiara Sky e-file along with my 5-in-1 bit, and I'm just going ahead and filing the surface of the nail. I have her at a speed of 11,000 RPMs. If you do notice that your nails have a lot of ridges and indentations from your filing, make sure you up your speed, and that is going to minimize that. So again, just going quickly around that cuticle area and then the surface of the nail. Once I'm ready to shape, we're going to be using my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file. We're going to be shaping these up nicely by filing the sides, and you want to make sure you alternate from side to side so that you do not overfile one side or the other. And then quickly I'm going to be flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective and square off that tip. Now we are going to be adding in a little bit of nail art, so we're going to be using the sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage to buff these nails. Make sure that that surface is nice and perfect for the nail art. Now for our line, we are going to be using Big Spender from the glitter liners from Not Polish. This one is the number 2. So I'm just adding one line on the bottom, and then I'm gonna be doing one right down the middle of the middle finger. And I feel like a long line always terrifies me, so I'm doing half of it first and then doing the other half just to be safe, so I don't do a squiggly line instead of a straight line. But I feel like this glitter matches perfectly with the glitter that we use to encapsulate, and it's super, super pretty. They are nice and opaque, which I absolutely love as well. Now for the index finger, we're going to be doing 2 lines, basically where the natural nail meets the tip, and they're going to be nice and straight. And then I realized that I was supposed to do that on the pinky too, so I'm going back in and doing the second line. I went ahead and cured that in the light for a full minute. Once we're out of the light, I'm using jewelry gel from Not Polish, and we're going to be adding that on the top of the middle finger. And I'm just going to be adding some crystals, and then we're going to be adding 1 crystal on the pinky as well. So I'm just kind of spreading this out as even as possible. This stuff works so good. So if you struggle to get crystals off, this thing is gonna make your life even worse. But that is absolutely what you want when it comes to crystals. You want it to be really hard for you to take them off versus them just popping off randomly. So definitely recommend this for crystal application. Now we're going to be curing that in the light once our crystals are applied. Once we're done curing it, I'm going in with my top coat. I did go ahead and do shiny since the original set was shiny. So this is Gloss It from Not Polish. This is my go-to top coat. Definitely recommend it. It works so good and it stays shiny the entire time. So I'm just very carefully going around that crystal and trying to apply a nice and even layer on the entire surface of all of the nails. Now we're going to be placing that in the light for a full minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe and make sure all of the layers are nice and evenly cured. Now before we end today's video, drop a comment if I should continue doing recreations of my old sets, and like this video if you absolutely loved the recreation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.